It's just a fun hobby that allows otherwise unrelated people to meet up, offering a great opportunity to make new friends. On one occasion, however, a woman was met with a nightmare situation after a crazed stalker who participated in the community took notice of her. The story begins in January of 2019, when the annual Anime Los Angeles convention was set to take place at the Ontario Convention Center. Anime enthusiasts attended the event, with many showing up in elaborate outfits, cosplaying as their favorite characters. One such individual was Matthew Toyotome, also known as Ninja Lee. He was a part of a Power Rangers cosplay group, and usually dressed up as the Yellow Power Ranger. Taking a look at his social media, Matthew was quite the peculiar figure. Aside from the Yellow Ranger stuff, he often posted photos of himself wielding replica firearms, LARPing as a covert secret agent of sorts, with him hiding behind trees and taking tactical positions behind walls and trash cans. Though odd, his behavior was innocuous. Matthew's true slide into criminality is born out of an unhealthy obsession. The man began developing feelings towards a woman in his cosplaying circle. Her name was Julia. Julia was a member of Matthew's Power Ranger group, and she dressed up as the Pink Ranger. The story goes that Matthew would eventually make his romantic feelings known to Julia, but she wasn't interested and politely rejected his advances. At this point, you would expect that he would simply accept his losses here and move on with his life like a normal person. But if he did, we wouldn't be talking about this guy, would we? Matthew was furious about getting rejected. His anger simmered and boiled over into a full-on hatred towards the Pink Ranger that politely rejected his advances. The deranged man started plotting his revenge, a plan that he would eventually execute during one of the night's festivities at Anime LA Con. On January 16th, Matthew strolled into the parking lot of the Azure Hotel and Suites, where Julia's vehicle was parked. In surveillance footage that was later publicly released online, you can see the man casually smoking a cigarette. Later in the clip, he walks over to her car and pours gasoline all over it before proceeding to set it on fire. As Matthew quickly left the scene of the crime, flames engulfed the surrounding cars in the lot, causing massive amounts of property damage. This also resulted in the hotel's fire alarms being triggered. Authorities were called soon after, with hotel customers even being evacuated. Local news outlet ABC7 interviewed a hotel patron named Hank Lugan, who had this to say.
Like, one of the police officers were cutting through one of the cars. This is crazy. I think one of the people that we actually know, their cars are like completely melted.
While nobody had been physically injured, 7 different vehicles in total sustained some form of damage. Despite the fire, police were initially hesitant to classify it as an arson attack, though their opinion regarding this matter soon changed after being provided footage of the guy literally creating the fire by the hotel manager. When questioned, Julia and her at-the-time boyfriend quickly identified Matthew as the individual in the video. The man was soon arrested, being charged not just for the arson attempt, but for his obsessive stalking as well, being given and held on a whopping $250,000 bail. Julia would make an Instagram post detailing the ordeal, thanking everyone for their support and asking for contributions to her GoFundMe, which eventually raised over $15,000. Some of the other victims of the fire also asked for donations, with the entire cosplay community rallying together to try to give what they could. This guy was clearly a disturbed individual, and I'm thankful that his incel rage only resulted in property damage and that nobody was physically injured or worse. Redneck Raven cosplayer gets prison. Teen Titans is a classic superhero show in the minds of both casual and hardcore cartoon lovers. Adults and children alike found the characters layered and dynamic, with Raven possibly being the best example within the show. Our next subject was a Raven cosplayer who not only fails to emulate Raven in just about every way imaginable, but this Titan, ironically, would help in the kidnapping of a teen. On November 4th, 2022, an unnamed teenage girl was abducted by a then 22-year-old man named Kobe Jerome Jordan. He had allegedly picked her up in his truck late at night, bringing her to the home of a woman named Molly Michelle Jarrett, who lived in the town of Pansy, Alabama. Another woman named Destiny Star Lewis was also present throughout this entire ordeal. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, this kidnapped young girl had initially gone with the man willingly. To this day, it's unclear what the girl's relationship to these three adults were, and if it is known, it might be hidden for privacy purposes. However, it can be reasonably assumed that she was on decent terms with them beforehand, making what happened next all the more shocking. The girl was taken to an abandoned building in Jackson County, Florida. Keep in mind that Pansy is close to the border between the two states, meaning that they hadn't actually traveled that far. This is where the pleasantries seem to stop, with Kobe binding her limbs with duct tape and brutally beating her. The trio then dumped the teenager at a seemingly random spot nearby, driving back home to Alabama soon after. The young girl was fortunately able to break free of her bonds and got out and found help. A report had already been filed after she was spotted by a nearby resident, with the teen's testimony resulting in an investigation being launched. Given the fact that the victim knew exactly, who the perpetrators were and where they lived, it wasn't exactly difficult for police to track them down. While this story is pretty crazy on its own, it was photos taken after the perpetrators captured that garnered the most attention by the press. In a Facebook post published by Florida's Jackson County Sheriff's Office, photos of the deranged criminals were showcased. And in one of them, you can clearly see here that Molly is sporting a Raven cosplay, the costume being worn during the perpetration of the crime. To this day, it is somewhat unclear as to why she was wearing this Raven cosplay. If I had to take a guess, I'd say maybe them being from South Alabama had something to do with it. The juxtaposition of such a serious criminal offense being carried out by someone wearing a half-baked Raven costume caused many in the comments section to mock the individuals responsible, with the story becoming a full-blown meme of sorts. Bizarrely, Molly's photo was even featured in official news coverage of the situation, adding to its absurdity.
Two are behind bars tonight after being arrested for kidnapping a girl in Jackson County, Florida. Colby Jerome Jordan is accused of kidnapping a girl Friday evening. The two then met up with two other females, one of whom is Molly Michelle Jarrett.
Despite all the jokes being made at the criminal's expense, the authorities weren't laughing, at least publicly. In March of 2024, all three individuals responsible for the kidnapping were officially charged. While they had initially pled not guilty in 2023, it appeared that their tune had changed as the legal case proceeded. The fact that they had crossed state lines also didn't help their situation, with the incident being considered a federal crime. In the end, Kobe was given 7 years, Destiny was given almost 6, and Molly, the redneck Raven, was given 11 with no chance of parole. They are currently serving out their sentences, hopefully never being able to cause harm to any more innocent teens again. For now, she'll be Azarath Metrion sitting her ass in prison. Deaf superhero attacked by real-life villain. Rayshorn Pitt, or Ray for short, was a local phenomena in Florida. As a deaf person, Ray has sadly had fewer opportunities in life, often struggling to find positive ways to channel his energy. He was adopted by his father.
Grammarly helps me get the best grades possible while depleting the least amount of hours of my
Influencer tourism has become a serious problem. From IRL streamers harassing locals for content to idiot pranksters facing potentially decades in foreign prisons, we're currently in the midst of an epidemic when it comes to overseas exploitation for views. But hey, when you're a talentless jackass, what else is there to do but harass foreigners for content, am I right? Today we're going on an international tour of our own and cataloging some truly insane cases of social media figures getting hit with everything from deportation to time in the gulag for disrespectful behavior while visiting faraway lands. These are the internet's tourism terrorists. Let us now discuss one of the most deranged IRL streamers to ever set foot on foreign soil. A gremlin of a man whose only discernible talent is being an internationally infamous nuisance. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Somali.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki!
Epstein, you'll always be one of us. We love you. You're our King Jew. You're one of us.
Johnny, real name Ramsey Khalid Ismail, is or was an American live streamer, who is now facing decades of prison time for misconduct overseas, operating disgraceful IRL live streams everywhere from Israel to Asian countries like Japan and South Korea, wherein he essentially harassed people in public for content.
Yo, what's I'm so sorry.
While this sort of content is nothing new for IRL streaming, Johnny is arguably the biggest scumbag in the genre. His shtick is simple. Go to a foreign country, turn the camera on, and harass the locals with middle school tier racism. You know, go up to an Asian guy and say ching chong kind of thing. Johnny goes to Japan. The Somali spiral and infamy really all starts with a rather ill-intended trip to Japan. Lacking any sort of comedic ability or interesting personality traits, Johnny reckoned he could get some views by cracking a few Hiroshima jokes on a subway filled with Japanese people. In June of 2023, while riding the train, Somali taunted Japanese passengers, the pencil-necked streamer threatening that they were going to get bombed again.
You know Hiroshima? You know Hiroshima? Nagasaki? You know. Why you do this? Pearl Harbor? Hiroshima, Nagasaki! Yes, man, nigga, yes, Hiroshima. The spy balloon. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know what we do to you niggas? Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We destroy it. Because you niggas don't know how to behave. Wallahi billahi wa ta'ala. I swear to God. You do again, we're gonna do again. You understand?
After harassing the man in the white shirt for some time, Somali is eventually confronted by an English-speaking passenger who shuts the mush-mouthed streamer up for a time.
Where you from? You know where I'm from?
Where you from?
I'm from America.
You're from America?
Yes.
So am I.
You're from America?
Yeah, you're being obnoxious. Do you think I'm Japanese?
Where are you from?
I'm from America.
Where are you from? What's your name?
Texas, buddy. Why don't you sit your ass?
Korean War. You know what happened to you?
Come on. Don't touch me. I'm obnoxious, brother.
Don't touch me,
Leave
brother.
this guy alone.
Korean War, North Korean War. You know what we did to you?
Fuck your own self.
The Japanese don't play when it comes to public rudeness and peace disturbances, especially from a foreigner who's recording said violations for his own financial gain. This incident went viral online and even made it to the Japanese press, with many articles and online commenters criticizing this fucking idiot, telling him to get the hell out of their country. Still intent on farming the Japanese for content, Johnny, in an effort to not get deported, would apologize for his nuclear incident. But needless to say, the story isn't over.
Apologize truly to first the two men on the train, the people in the country of Japan.
Because of the Hiroshima incident, Johnny found himself one of the most hated foreigners in Japan, and he starts getting confronted on the street, not just by Japanese people, but the passport bros were stepping up to him as well.
Is that you?
Yeah, this you?
No.
You sure?
It's me. Yeah, what's up?
I got a problem with you, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a troll.
My wife is Japanese.
Okay.
You go there insulting people like that. You know how many people died from Hiroshima joking about that shit?
I know.
So why are you joking about the people?
I was drunk.
Fucked up, bro.
I was drunk. I know
You know how many
fucked up.
families suffer, people suffer because of that? You're on the train harassing people like that?
I was drunk.
Don't do it again, bro. And you're on there fucking with them like that? For what, bro? For a little bit of clout? It's pathetic. You have any idea how awful Hiroshima was?
I know now.
Bro, that's like someone going to the black community in the U.S. joking about slavery. One of the most awful things that ever happened in history. Like, you don't joke about that shit, bro.
I was drunk. Somebody dropped a donation.
The Caucasian's verbal shakedown of Somali was just a warm-up. Around this time, Johnny would find himself the target of physical cheap shots from pissed-off Japanese people. One tactical strike occurred while Johnny was live.
It's good to know people in Japan. Let's be respectful. You know what I mean? I hope nobody in the chat was saying weird shit. If I go back and whoa, what the fuck?
And ironically, despite his remarks about Hiroshima on the subway, it was actually Johnny who was hit with a bomb. This nuclear incident resulted in police getting called to the scene. After questioning Johnny and performing a forensic investigation of Ground Zero, it appeared police actually arrested the stream sniper who slacked.
How can you snap?
I'll get his head!
When news of the Japanese slapper getting in trouble spread around, many in Japan, pissed off at Johnny, were outraged, feeling that the guy deserved what he got. The slapper was justified, damn it. Some comments from social media reacting to the incident. Angry and bitter over getting the shit slapped out of him, the slack-jawed Somali declared war on the Japanese and started actively confronting Japanese live streamers, particularly ones that streamed on Twitch. Johnny was already banned from Twitch, and Twitch has a rule against featuring banned streamers in your content, whether that happens on purpose or accidentally. Johnny would use this mind-numbingly stupid rule as a weapon, crashing Japanese Twitch streamers, trying to get them banned for allowing him to appear on their streams. Well, it's not like they really allowed it, he just showed up. In a truly scaring the hose moment, he does this to Japanese streamer Miyako, leaving her frightened for her safety.
You live right now? What you live on? What you live on?
I'm live on Twitch.
Twitch?
Yeah.
I'm on, how many views you got?
I have like 2,000.
2,000?
Yep.
I got 1,300. Yeah, I'm Johnny Somali. Somali. Yeah, Johnny Somali.
Is this the dude?
Yeah, I'm that
You're
dude.
famous,
I'm
right?
the most famous nigga in Japan.
Hey, why?
I'm the most famous nigga in Japan. We don't like Twitch streamers on Cake.
Okay, then we are not talking.
And then turn around.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Get banned, bitch.
The woman would later stream herself in tears, and Johnny would get a 72-hour suspension from Kick over this aggressive action towards the girl. Thankfully, she didn't get banned by Twitch.
I'm so sorry, guys. Today, I really wanted to have a really great stream.
When Johnny got unbanned, he was quick to go live again, but the block was hotter than ever. Dude was getting clocked left and right on the streets of Japan, but he refused to resign his reign of terror. The show would go on.
Don't grab nothing. Oh.
Human punching bag, Jonathan the Somalian's next move was to equip an Ahmed the Dead terrorist-themed Halloween mask and invade an active construction site to harass the workers. Where's your hard hat, Johnny? Somebody call OSHA. You could get hurt.
He's getting mad, bro. He's getting activated, dog. Check. He's getting activated, dog. He's pushing him out.
Hey, Fukushima. Whoa. No. Fukushima. Hey, Fukushima.
He's pressing him.
Hey, Fukushima.
Fukushima would not be the last of nuclear insults launched by Johnny. The man's obsession with the nuking of Japanese people continued. On September 12, 2023, Somali would livestream himself inside a restaurant in Osaka City. During this dining session, Johnny busted out a Bluetooth speaker and reportedly played loud and offensive music. This disturbance was called into authorities. Because of the aforementioned incident, the construction site trespassing, and, well, everything else, it appeared Japanese authorities had finally had enough of this nuisance streamer. Johnny finally got arrested, facing charges of trespassing and conspiracy to obstruct business, and there were more charges coming down the pipeline.
Oh, you police? Oh, you drink my drink? Oh, why you spill my drink?
Stop. Stop.
All right, stop.
Stop.
Hello. Why you taking my photos? My face.
Bro was actually held in jail for months because of these infractions. Finally, in February of 2024, court proceedings concluded, and Johnny was convicted for only the restaurant disturbance charge and was made to pay a fine of 200,000 yen, which is around $1,400 US. Big fucking deal though. Johnny pissed away money like this because of all the donations that he got on stream. With this legal close call out of the way, Johnny was a free man. And as you might expect, he was ready to get the fuck out of Japan. But his antics weren't over, as he was quick to start streaming in another country, eager to cause controversy and make money off racist remarks, insults, and wanton harassment. Johnny goes to Israel. After his streaming activities in Japan became untenable, Johnny said, "Fuck it, let's harass some Jews." Johnny's first order of business was traveling to a holy site in Jerusalem and disrespecting it, live streaming himself at the Western Wall, one of the most sacred prayer sites in all of Judaism. While here, he inserts some photos into the wall's crevices of people he describes as some of his favorite Jews, which included Adin Ross, Harvey Weinstein, and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, that's one hell of a top 3 Jew catalog.
There's Adin, this is you, nigga. Adin Ross. Give Somali a deal. Talk to Eddie for me, nigga. That's for you, nigga. Epstein, you'll always be one of us. We love you. You're our king Jew. You're one of us. It doesn't matter what you did, nigga. You're still Jewish. You're still one of us. So we'll put you right next to Adin. Put you right next to Adin in the same spot. There you go. Perfect. The fire one is Harvey Weinstein. I love you so much. You're one of my favorite top Jews. I love you. Let's go. Come on, Amir. Wait, Amir. What about Amir? Huh? My friend Amir. You can translate for me.
I'm translating for you. I told him that.
Oh, he's coming? Okay, let's go. Let's go. It's off.
While this incident didn't get him in legal trouble, his disrespect of an internationally famous holy site sparked so much controversy that it actually resulted in Johnny getting banned from Kick, which is pretty fucking hard to do, by the way. They take whatever they can get over there. Being that Johnny was an absolute piece of shit and was also banned from just about every streaming site imaginable, he was a perfect candidate for Rumble. And that's where he would stream going forward. Fresh off of the holy site desecration, Johnny then attended a protest which called for a ceasefire in the Israel-Palestine conflict. And while protesters were criticizing their government and its military, Johnny was busy deploying some truly where's my hug at level riz on a female police officer.
Oh, you a bad bitch. I swear to God. You a bad bitch. I'll take you to dinner. I swear to God. I'll change your life. I'll change your life, baby. Baby, I'll change your life. I promise you.
Johnny's riz efforts backfire stupendously, as cops finally get sick of him and homeboy gets roughed up and detained.
I'm in the sidewalk. Don't touch me. I'm in the sidewalk. What the fuck with me? Okay, I'll go. What the fuck? Okay, now go.
Battered and bruised, Johnny had seen enough of Israel and thought it was wise to move locations before he got too much attention. He certainly didn't want to spend months in jail again like he did in Japan. So in the fall of 2024, he left the country, setting his sights on another popular travel destination for Western tourists. Somali goes to South Korea. As soon as Johnny touched down in Korea, he was back to his old antics. In September and October of 2024, Johnny live-streamed himself perpetrating an array of obnoxious behaviors, from playing eardrum rupturing music on commuter trains, to getting ejected from a bus after playing North Korean propaganda music,
Ringtone. Get out. Oh. Get out. Allah Akbar. Let me tap my money. Oh shit. Let me tap my thing. Allah Akbar.
and of course, giving a lap dance and kiss to a culturally significant statue that honored South Korean victims of sexual slavery inflicted by the Japanese. Madness seemed endless. Japan and Israel were nothing compared to the shit that he was stirring up in South Korea.
It was right to say you should never have kissed. Your father was right, your father was right.
Oh. I did not drink it, you stupid bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you, Chinese ass bitch. Fuck you. What are you talking about?
안 된다고요. 소주 안 된다고.
Shut up, bitch.
Police?
Call the police, stupid ass bitch.
Police 불러요, 형님.
Stupid ass. I didn't even drink here. Are you dumb? Why are you talking to me, you stupid ass, bald ass bitch?
Johnny even went as far as harassing South Korean children, with his text-to-speech speaker playing hurtful messages targeting them in public.
For kids? What is this? Oh,
yeah, let's do this. It was a bunch of little kids, bro.
I actually think that the Korean media censored whatever came out of the speaker here. Much like with his foray in Japan, locals would get fed up with Johnny and they started fighting back. On many occasions, he was confronted and even attacked in the streets. The people wanted him out of their country. He wasn't welcome there.
What is Johnny's dream? We're gonna have a swing high, swing low. Swing high, swing low.
Shut up!
What's up?
I wanna swing high, swing low.
Attacks against Somali extended into the digital world as well. On October 28, 2024, Johnny's YouTube channel was apparently hacked, and the alleged hackers uploaded pornographic content, which led to his YouTube account getting banned. Johnny's response to the porn on his page, quote, "My account was recently hacked, leading to unauthorized access and inappropriate content being live streamed. I am appealing the suspension of my channel, which I believe was a mistake." Wouldn't be out of character for him to just play porn on YouTube, though. Things were reaching a boiling point with Korean citizens. They were sick of his transgressions, and authorities seeing everything that he had done, from the statue disrespect, business disturbances, and harassing the kids, they finally went after him. On November 2nd of 2024, Johnny was officially barred from leaving the country after South Korean authorities indicted him for obstruction of business due to the October 17th incident at the convenience store. Though at the time he wasn't detained, South Korea saw him as a flight risk, and he was given a travel ban until they could sort him out legally. After the announcement of the indictment, Johnny went on an apology tour. In a video uploaded on November 7th, 2024, Johnny can be seen apologizing for his inappropriate stunt with the Comfort Woman statue, claiming that he was ignorant to the cultural significance of the statue. As you are likely starting to gather, Somali was for the first time actually coming to terms with the fact that he could be facing prison time for his destructive streaming practices. While he was technically free at the time, he was moving differently. The guy was getting shook. Johnny's trial was scheduled for December of 2024, but was delayed into 2025. While Johnny wasn't in police custody, he was stuck in South Korea without a way to make any sort of income. Many speculated that the reasoning behind the delay was due to authorities wanting to investigate further, and many predicted more serious charges were looming. And the speculators would be proven correct. When Johnny finally went to trial in 2025, the prosecution accused him of interfering with business by playing loud music and spilling cups of ramen noodles while broadcasting everything to his livestream channel. He was also accused of causing discomfort after approaching multiple pedestrians while holding a bag of smelly fish, in addition to disturbing the peace on the subway train. Johnny pled guilty to 3 of these charges, 1 obstruction of business charge and 2 minor crime act violations charges. His next trial date was set for April 9th of 2025. Later in 2025, more charges were added to Johnny's case, and these were charges that presented possible prison time for the guy. See, the prior charges were pretty much misdemeanors. More than likely, Johnny would just have to pay a fine and face deportation, and that would be the end of it. But these new charges, well, this opened a whole new can of worms. The charges were related to deepfake videos created by Johnny that he made to troll the Koreans. These deepfake videos showed him kissing a South Korean female streamer, a woman who did not consent to being deepfaked. This resulted in a criminal legal complaint being filed against Johnny, a complaint alleging that he had violated South Korea's Special Act on Sexual Violence Crimes. The act details under Korean law that the creation, distribution, or possession of non-consensual AI-generated explicit content is classified as a sexual crime and carries a mandatory prison sentence of up to 7 years. On May 8th of 2025, it was announced that a second deepfake charge had been filed. Apparently, he had made more than one deepfake like this. Combined with his already guilty plea, Somali now faces up to 31 years in South Korean prison if convicted on all charges. During trial on May 16, 2025, Johnny pled not guilty to the sexual violence crimes he was hit with, and his next court date is set for August of 2025. Public remarks from Johnny as of late indicate he has some confidence that he won't be convicted, but many legal experts disagree. This segment isn't an exhaustive look at all of Johnny's exploits and antics, but I think you get the picture. All in all, this guy's a complete scumbag who exploits and mocks foreign cultures for his own gain. And I'm perfectly fine with an example being made out of him legally speaking. Oh yeah, that's pretty sweet, isn't it? Your boy's on vacation. As a social media figure who does a good bit of traveling himself, one issue you often run into is internet connection, especially when you're going somewhere international. I remember going on this trip to Japan, I had to carry around this clunky mobile hotspot thing just to use my phone's texting and internet and avoid roaming charges. It sucked. Today's sponsor, Saley, has solved my phone internet connection on-the-go issues for good. Saley is a simple to set up eSIM for your phone, keeping you connected to the internet while you travel without you having to rely on unsecured Wi-Fi networks. All you gotta do is download the app, select a plan, and install the eSIM, and you're good to browse the web, text, and call. It's that easy. Saley has eSIM plans for over 200 locations around the world, so you're gonna be covered. Saley pretty much blows every other solution out of the water that I've found when it comes to trying to connect in a different country. It's just super quick and easy to set up, like the whole process takes minutes to get going on your phone. Having everything already in your device makes it so much better than going and get one of those, clunky devices, mobile hotspots that I was talking about earlier. So with all that explained, you guys can actually get an exclusive 15% off of a Saley plan if you check out with the code WavyWebSurf. Just download the Saley app or go to saley.com/WavyWebSurf to get a plan started. And so now that we're back online thanks to Saley, let's cover the rest of these tourism terrorists. Ice Poseidon's lap dance scandal. It would be impossible to have a video discussing traveling nuisance streamers without bringing up the guy who popularized IRL as a genre, Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon is a name likely familiar to most of you watching this video. Ice, real name Paul Danino, was one of the first successful IRL streamers, a progenitor of the genre who's been involved in just about every form of scandal or controversy available to someone in the occupation. The most notable of which involved him accidentally showing his airplane boarding pass on livestream and internet trolls sending federal agents to detain Ice under false pretenses of him carrying a bomb on the plane. An incident that resulted in him being permanently banned from Twitch and seemingly ruined his career.
Police say an anonymous threat was called in. That threat wound up being not credible.
Ice's Twitch ban seemed like the end of the road, but then Kick came along and saved him, providing a new home for the troublemaking streamer and his antics. Which brings us to the current and ongoing second act of Ice's streaming career, his overseas exploits. Specifically, the time he was almost made to serve years in Thai prison because of an ill-advised lap dance.
I did not know the severity of the actions that I've caused, and I was just trying to have fun, and I'm sorry, we were drunk.
In the summer of 2023, various streamers from Kick went on a collective trip to Asia with the aim of creating IRL content amongst themselves and the locals. Ice Poseidon was one of these Kick infiltrators, and when the tour stops in Thailand, trouble starts brewing. On June 28, 2023, in Bangkok, Ice and some of his streamer friends attended a party hosted at a hotel. The stream was rolling and everyone involved was doing the most to keep viewers entertained. Things got a bit freaky in there. Ice dressed himself up in slutty lingerie and did a little role reversal sex play, giving his girlfriend Kimberly a lap dance. Viewers at home were loving it, but when hotel staff noticed the lap dance, the entire vibe shifted. Suddenly, an entire battalion of hotel staff, led by a furious manager, confronted Ice and his quirked up crew. And this manager lady, she was fucking pissed, dude.
I thought you were bringing the fucking waiter, bro. You brought the whole squad.
Bro, I don't know, man. They don't speak English, dude.
What is this?
What happened? I'm the general manager here.
Oh, hey, what's up?
So what are you doing now?
This is all the policeman 191, and I would like all of you to go to the police station now. If you are doing something like this, it's unrespectful for Thai culture.
No, we're not doing any of that.
We don't do.
No, it's not like that. We're not.
I see the photo, and all of them have CCTV.
All right, well, you can check it.
We will make the police report now, immediately. Yes. Can you call now? Yes. Okay.
We're doing what would they do?
We have the photo and everything in the record. Okay, you can filming me. My name is Kai, General Manager of Bayanti Bangkok. What are you doing if you not respect Thai culture and Thai women?
No, I'm sorry.
But what, I mean,
you cannot do this in Thailand. Okay. This is very serious, and my manager is woman also. And what are you doing? Can you put it down now, or you want to have a case with me?
No, I'm good.
We can go to police station now. Can you call immediately? They are 191 of.
We don't want any problems. We apologize.
Calm down.
Can you open on the video now?
We can play it.
I don't care your money. Money is nothing in Thailand, okay? If you not respect Thai people.
This lap dance stunt had infuriated the hotel manager to such an extent that she refused to let the group leave. Money wasn't going to make the problem go away. She wanted them to turn themselves into police and issue an official apology to the public. What happened next? Well, Ice and his crew were loaded up into a van and taken to a nearby police station. Their fates uncertain for the time. Thousands at home seeing all this transpiring were wondering if their favorite streamer was about to be in a Thai prison. Now, I reckon a lot of you are wondering what charge did Ice get arrested for? Well, apparently at the time, not even he knew the answer to this question. In Discord messages from Ice, though, it appears it was essentially related to Thai indecency laws, with him stating authorities had issue with him being dressed as a woman and busting it down. They also had issue with his girlfriend Kimberly saying her dress was too revealing. I mean, it kind of sounds like they're overcompensating for that Thai prostitute ladyboy shit, but anyways. So what happens next is pretty funny. While detained by Thai law enforcement, Ice Poseidon, standing next to a rather Oompa Loompa looking associate, is forced to issue a ham-fisted apology to the Thai public regarding his illicit lap dancing. And let's just say it's giving ISIS execution video vibes.
I'm being held in Thailand for the actions that I've done a few nights ago at a hotel in Bangkok, Thailand. I wanted to make this video to apologize to Mrs. Noparat Oompa and the Bayan Tree Hotel in Bangkok for the actions that I've done. I did not know the severity of the actions that I've caused, and I was just trying to have fun, and I'm sorry. We were drunk, we were in a room. I just didn't understand the severity of what I'd done. I lap dancing on my girlfriend. And I'm sorry for that.
I'm sorry.
I did not want to cause any negative actions towards anyone. I didn't want to make the hotel look bad or anything, so I apologize.
You're apologize.
I hope for the speedy release of all of us, and thank you.
Despite the eloquently stated and emotionally riveting apology from Ice and his Oompa, it seemed that Thai officials still intended to punish Ice for his fishnet foray in the hotel. They told Ice that he faced up to 5 years in prison and wasn't allowed to leave the country until his legal case was settled. Ice would later share to his Discord that he had to pay $12,000 in bail to get out of detainment, and was told that his former charge was distribution of obscene content. He continued explaining, telling fans the jail cell he was placed in had a bucket of poop in it, which was already filled to the brim with excrement. In light of this discovery, he jokingly commented, quote, "If I get 5 years, I'm just going to kill myself. I will not be able to survive Thai jail." Thankfully for Ice, he never would have to become long-term roommates with that bucket of shit, as his charge was later dropped after a lawyer got involved. About 2 months after the hotel incident, Ice announced on his Twitter that he was cleared of serious consequences, adding that he got lucky with the judge and only had to pay some fines. And with that, he got the fuck out of Thailand and headed to Japan to make more content. But that's a story for another day. YouTuber leaves litter on North Sentinel Island. Many of you watching are likely familiar with the rather infamous North Sentinel Island and the mysterious indigenous Sentinelese people that live there. Over the years, several people have attempted to travel to the island and interact with the Sentinelese, and at least one person has been killed trying to do this. Josh Allen Chow, an American evangelical missionary, managed to get to the island back in 2018. His intention was to introduce Christianity to the locals. Let's just say it didn't end well for him. Bottom line, the Sentinelese do not want to be contacted, and the Indian government, which has jurisdiction over the island, has a flat-out ban preventing people from even going near it. And it's not just because they don't want curious idiots getting killed, it's also to protect the Sentinelese from infectious diseases they have no immunity to. But it appears danger of death and a government ban isn't enough to stop content creators from full-heartedly attempting to visit the island and its people. Meet Mikhailo Viktorovich Polakov, an individual who 6 years after Josh Allen Chow was killed with arrows, he journeyed to the North Sentinel Island in hopes of meeting and studying its ominous inhabitants. Mikhailo is a 24-year-old Scottsdale, Arizona native. He has a YouTube channel called Neo-Orientalist, which currently sits at over 4,000 subscribers. It should be stated that the guy is no stranger to traveling to hostile regions. In Neo's previous videos, he's seen journeying through dangerous Taliban-occupied territory in Afghanistan, documenting his journey through a set of videos. His YouTube name reportedly derives from the concept of how Western countries portray the Islamic world in a stereotypical and negative way. So the premise of his channel is that he seeks to meet figures villainized by the West and humanize them essentially. After his escapades with the Taliban, North Sentinel Island became the apple of his eye. The trip would come at serious risk. As mentioned earlier, going there is against Indian law. People are banned from sailing within 3 miles of the mysterious island, and if caught, you could be arrested and face up to 5 years in prison along with a big fine. And you could also fucking die. But hey, I reckon for Neo, this was just the cost of doing business. Neo had apparently attempted to visit the island twice in the past, once in October of 2024 and again in January of 2025. Both attempts were failures, but the third time was the charm here. On March 26, 2025, after conducting detailed research on sea conditions and the tides, Neo made his way to the island on an inflatable boat, sailing approximately 25 miles to the Forbidden Island. By 10 a.m., he reached the island's north shore. While there, Neo attempted to make contact with the natives by blowing a whistle to attract their attention. But the natives never revealed themselves to him. Making no contact with the islanders and feeling the pressure of potential discovery by authorities, Neo decided to return to the Matrix, but not without leaving a parting gift, if you will. On the beach, the explorer left a Diet Coke and a coconut as an offering, then recorded a video of himself walking around a bit and collecting some sand samples before returning to his boat. By 7 p.m., he returned to the mainland unscathed. However, when disembarking his vessel, the man was spotted by local fishermen, who correctly suspected that he had been messing around with the island. They promptly notified the local authorities, and on March 31, 2025, Neo was arrested in Port Blair, which is located on an archipelago nearly 750 miles east of India's mainland. The Orientalist was charged under the Foreigners Act of 1946 and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands Protection of Aboriginal Tribes Amendment Regulation of 2012. His possessions and inflatable boat were seized by Port Blair authorities, along with a GoPro camera that had stored footage confirming his visit to the island. In the footage, it's reported that he uttered the words, "That is it, the last uncontacted tribe, the last mystery. If they see me, will they attack or will they accept me?" Authorities believe that he was filming this footage for his YouTube channel. And they also explained the YouTuber not only put himself in danger, but he put the North Sentinelese people at risk. Because if he was carrying some kind of disease, they don't have any immunity to it. And he also left the Coke can there, so there could be something on that too, and if they interact with it, whole society's wiped out. After his arrest, human rights organization Survival International issued a statement calling the YouTuber's actions deeply disturbing. It beggars belief that someone could be that reckless and idiotic. This person's actions not only endangered his own life, they put the lives of the entire Sentinelese tribe at risk. It's very well known by now that uncontacted peoples have no immunity to common outside diseases like flu or measles, which could completely wipe them out. A senior police officer in the area also had this to say: "It may be claimed to be an adventure trip, but the fact is that there has been a violation of Indian laws. Outsiders meeting Sentinelese could endanger the tribe's survival." Following his arrest, Neo's passport and visa were seized. While under interrogation, he came clean, confessing to Port Blair authorities that he considers himself a thrill seeker who films stunts for YouTube. Sounds like the police were correct in their initial suspicions. On April 25, 2025, the YouTuber was released from jail after paying his bail. But he was not allowed to leave Port Blair until his case was decided, as he faced up to 5 years in prison for the stunt. As of now, this case is only a few months old and there's been no new updates since his release from jail. I would imagine eventually that Coke can that he left on the beach will be discovered by a North Sentinelese person. Hopefully it doesn't wipe out their civilization. Vitaly, the foreign prison arc. Prank YouTuber Vitaly Zordovetsky has had a shitload of controversies. He's been arrested on many occasions internationally, and here in the States he once physically assaulted a woman walking in the park while he was high on mushrooms. Bro is an unhinged piece of shit. The thing is though, Vitaly has always been very fortunate in a legal sense, never once facing serious extended jail time for his misdeeds.